your Doom City friendly monster Coach D, and you are listening to the On the Way Up show only on Highly Unique Radio.
We are the On the Way Up show, helping you get up on the rise. I'm your girl, Takara Star. I'm rolling with some real energetic men this morning. What's up, you guys? Good morning.
Good morning, Miami.
What they do, South Florida, is your Doom City friendly monster Coach D. What it is, what it does. Man, I had an amazing night last night, so you know what I'm saying? I'm
Got
excited.
you praising God this morning. Talk about it.
Man, that's TMI for the radio.
Really? So you're gonna lead with that and then shut it down. All right.
I'm gonna just let y'all use y'all imaginations. We all grown here.
Oh man, poor Claire. You thought you would get Claire all in the radio station, yo. Oh man, poor lady,
man,
dog.
I was
easy.
I was flipping, switching sideways.
Easy.
You know what? I love. That's what I love about being a woman. I think some of our value is just to be able to create that type of experience where you want to praise God the next morning.
Well, I'm sure she
had him talking in
tongues.
I'm sure everybody woke up praising the Lord this morning, though.
Yeah. No, honestly, this morning, starting out crying and rocky. On the way to the studio, I had to go curse out my mechanic, but it is. What it is.
Back to the BMW story.
I had to go curse out my mechanic. He called me talking about something else is wrong with the car, and I get there this morning, and my car is super dirty. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But had a moment of understanding what I gotta do. Don't go in there and choke slam nobody. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Musa, take those 5 breaths in.
Yes.
And I go in there and he's like, yeah, this such. I'm like, yo, what you mean? Yo, I think it's the coils and this, that, and the third. I said, you just fixed the starter. That's all you came to do was fix the starter. It was starting fine. And he was like, oh, you'll see. Starts up. Boom. Oh, it starts. Idling, great. I said, so what do you think the matter? He said, I don't know. When I pulled it out here, it was sounding crazy. I said, oh, okay. It sounds good now? He said, yeah.
Well, to be a mechanic and try to advise and then say, I don't know, that sounds kind of crazy to me.
I was so tight.
Yeah, that's just like your doctor saying, well, I got your blood results, but I don't know what's wrong.
I don't know what's wrong.
That's crazy.
So I looked at him and I said, okay, cool. So then it's just how it is. I give him the money and I was like, yo, but I don't never give everybody everything in cash.
Mm-hmm.
Something I learned about dealing with mechanics. And maybe this is something I learned on my own. Maybe it just works for me. I never give them everything in cash. I pay them what in cash, but there's a portion of the payment I put on my credit card because if I got a complaint, I can complain on the credit card charge. You can't complain when you get nigga cash.
Well, why not put everything on a credit card?
Because I also know that some people prefer cash. You know what I'm saying? Mechanics, especially the bush mechanics.
I was just going to say, this is really foretelling of the type of mechanic you have.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if you've been dealing with him off the strength of the relationship. But he has to be providing good deliverables.
Well, technically, I don't know if I remember the story, but he wasn't my mechanic. I sent my car to my true mechanic. My true mechanic could not figure it out because he was like, I ran the checks. It's a starter, but where the starter's located in your car, it's too difficult for me to get to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of garage supposed to get to that. So I'm going to send it to my guy who specialist in this space. He's a BMW specialist. So he sent it to him. But me and the BMW specialist don't have a real relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him.
Got it.
And so his whole protocol is aggressive. If it's more than here for 2 days, start telling you stories. I'm like, whoa, I didn't act. You bugging. Anyway, long story short, I went to him, boom, and it starts as fine. I give him the money. I'm gonna give him the balance on the card. His card machine doesn't work this morning. The system is not connecting. So I'm like, yo, well, here's what we're gonna do. Wash my car, detail my car, right? Air freshen everything. And when your credit card machine comes, I'll pay you for the washing and waxing service. He said, oh, you don't have to do that. No. Go ahead. because now I'm showing him mercy and grace, because you talk so big and highly about your business, but for some reason your credit card machine is not working this morning. God is looking at you. God to make you look like a fool today, but I got you. He called me. He discounted it 40%. You know what I'm saying? He said, "You could come pick it. We're gonna wash your car for free and come pick it up tomorrow." I said, "Okay, great."
And why was your car dirty?
Because he left my car outside.
Oh, okay.
I was so appalled. My car is a garage car.
But you know what? When I hear stories like this always reminds me to make sure that when I get up in the morning, I set my energy right. And I make sure before I get into any situation that the energy is right.
Mm-hmm.
Because those little signs where things were a little off and then you try to go on anyway, like it's no big deal, they all come back around.
Smack you right in the face.
Right back around. And then you're like, you know what? Something told me, right?
Yeah.
So I always try to make sure I get up and get in alignment with my intuition and just the good feeling vibes so I can get that back. And I hope that's what you guys are doing this morning. And if you are tuning in from YouTube this morning, make sure you make it to work on time. But also hit that like button and subscribe. Welcome to the family. We are the On the Way Up show. And I think when we come back, we're going to provide some inspiration for you. Isn't that right?
You already know.
All right.
Inspiration.
With that quote of the day.
Yeah.
It's the On the Way Up show.
Yeah.
You got to give it to me like a real 305, brother. Do it, Coach D. Give me that
Yeah.
Yeah.
305 brothers say y'all.
There we do.
Yeah, that is so a Florida thing.
Oh, we do?
That's a Florida man thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know. I've been in Florida all my life. Yeah?
Don't be acting brand new now.
Well, you know what it is, because we're out of
not
town
from here.
so we notice
recognize
that
it. Oh, okay.
locals are not gonna notice it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just like in New York, New Yorkers be thinking everyone says when we imitate New Yorkers, they say, "What up, B? What up?" We don't be sound like that, but out of towners, it sound like that to them. So it is what it is.
I do say what up, B, and what up, son, all the time.
No, it's not. It's not.
I do.
That's the older.
You know what I'm saying?
Once upon a time,
like,
but y'all.
I think down here, we call each other dog a lot, right?
Dog.
Yeah, we say dog a lot. But yeah.
Jit is a
Jit,
Florida
yeah,
word.
Jit is a
Florida
Florida
word.
word. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
The
But
new one though is twin. I don't know. I can't.
Twin. That makes sense though.
Twin is national though.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
mainstream
national,
pop
yeah,
word.
yeah.
I ain't doing that.
My son called his girlfriend twin, which is all right.
Twin, but what it kills me when you call your man twin. I'm like, y'all look nothing alike.
It's a soul thing.
Yeah,
it's a soul thing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, where you listening in from? Shout it out in the comments. Let me see you represent where you listening in from. And then y'all got some slang I can learn.
Yeah.
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 True.
I don't know nothing about y'all, but okay.
We out. We'll be right back.
Good morning.
So we back at it. You know how we do it. Super Friday vibes. Coach D with the quote of the day. We're going to try to, Star and I are going to try to win the quote of the day. Well, he don't get the belt out, so we got somebody to call the cup.
I got to bring the belt back in because you keep calling me out on this belt, so I'm going to bring it back in.
We may get it. What we need to do, Star, we need to go get a quote of the day cup. We could pass it on so he don't have to take it home. You know what I'm saying? Quote of the day cup.
I like that.
Yeah. Quote of the day cup. We'll figure it out.
Let's do it.
All right. It's on you, Coach.
Fill their cup up today. Hey, you notice today I came ready. I came ready to work today, and I'm going to give it to him today. All right? You owe yourself. That is the quote of the day. You owe yourself.
Okay, now.
All right? And you know what? I'm going to pass the ball around. I'm going to say myself last since I'm being challenged for the belt. I'll go last.
Okay.
I'm the champion. The champ is here.
Champ is here.
You already know.
Damn it, man.
Yeah, man. So what you think about the quote of the day, Black? What it is, what it does?
I believe this is a quote that should motivate everyone to on this Good Friday, a week away from the holiday season really kick in. You owe yourself the opportunity to do something new, experiencing something new, something amazing, and you owe yourself grace. A lot of times, some people are just super about everybody else, everyone else's needs, everybody else's goals, everyone else's problems. This quote is for all those great moms out there that's always been do for everybody else, the grandmoms, the glam moms that are always holding down the family and everyone else in their community, and they don't do nothing for themselves. So today, this quote is for you, and you, and you, and you. You owe yourself. You owe yourself whatever you want, whatever grace, whatever peace, whatever solace you need. Today is the day to do that. So you owe yourself. Go.
I love it.
Yeah,
Wake up.
Where the hand
Wake
claps?
up Friday morning.
Where the
Wake
hand
up.
claps right there. I thought that was really good.
Hey, he was coming for the. He's coming for the belt.
And you.
You and you and you.
And you and you.
And you.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Star, man. What's your
yeah.
thoughts? What it is, what it does.
This quote really hits home for me because this was a part of my meditation today. Just to share a little bit of my journey and how that quote means something to me. I think about a previous relationship that I was in. It was a long-term relationship, and it worked out because I was very supportive to the dreams and the visions that my partner had. And when it came time for me to have a vision for myself or to pursue things that I was interested in, it became a conflict. So much so we're not in a relationship anymore because eventually I had to choose myself. And I think you think you've overcome that, right? And you go about your journey. But then even in starting here, the radio show, sometimes I don't want to make a fuss. Let me not fuss about, the video being off or the lighting being poor, or let me not speak my piece on something so I can keep peace. But I had to meditate on that this morning because that's not what I feel God is calling me to be and to do and to exemplify. And so again, I feel challenged to choose myself. And I think the beauty in what I've seen from my previous experiences where I've chosen myself is that everybody wins. Everybody wins when you choose yourself. So if you feel that, maybe by choosing yourself, you're being selfish, or you don't want to disrupt anything, I understand because I've had those feelings. But I have to say, by doing that, you're not only are you keeping yourself small, but you're keeping the experience that everybody could be having limited. I think when everybody shows up fully as who they are and everybody feels comfortable to fully embody and live in that, then I think that we all get to experience the value of that. If my co-host showed up today and they felt limited in what they could say or who they could be or what they could do, I ultimately am not receiving the best of them, and the show isn't receiving the best of us, right? So I want everyone to just be mindful of that. Sometimes choosing yourself isn't really about being selfish, more so as it is about just fully showing up to the party so that everybody can have a good party. I think that we really don't need 5 Coach Ds. We don't need 5 Takaras. We need a Coach D, a Black, and a Takara to really make the show. And I think that's true about life. Whoever you are, to the friends and family that you have, they need you to be yourself fully, absolutely fully present. And I would just encourage everyone today to take that one step forward to fully actualize in whatever it is that they see for themselves. And I think that was the crossroads for me in that past relationship I had mentioned. I realized that either I would stay in the relationship and never fully be all that I could be, or I had to just realize that I was given this life for me to live it, and I needed to do something about that. And so that's what I encourage everyone here to do today, is just to allow themselves to fully actualize whatever it is that you see yourself doing, being, becoming, or having. Just go ahead and take that one step forward towards it. And I think that whatever fear you were worried about what disruption you were going to cause, I think you'll find that it was the best thing that ever happened for everybody involved.
Big ups.
Yeah.
I love it. I always love it. You know what? When I came up with the quote this morning, when I said you owe you, I was really focusing on myself. I was the man in the mirror talking to myself this morning. And the reason that I say that is that at times, you want to blame people for things that happens in your life, but you are never taking responsibility on how your life turned out. Yeah, you're going to blame your mom. Well, mom was never there. You're going to blame your dad. Dad was never there. I didn't have the proper education, right? So you make all these excuses because you're not winning in life, all right? And today I was talking to myself, and I was like, all right, what do I need to do to be at a certain stage in my life, right? And my wife actually heard me say that. She was like, yo, you talking to yourself? I'm like, yeah, I'm just evaluating myself. And what I'm realizing is every time somebody needs something, I'm always there. And, or, family members will call me, I got homies that'll call me. And today I just realized, like, in order to win, I got to focus on Coach D. Period. There is no focusing on, my brothers, my sisters. I've done that all my life. I've always been the one who will come through no matter what. You get stuck in Orlando, no problem. Hit me up. I'm there. But I've decided this morning, like, it's got to be the Coach D. It's got to be all about Coach D. And my wife was looking at me. She's like, I've been told your ass that. Right? And, and I was telling her, I feel like certain things happen because I allowed it to happen. And because of that, there's a delay in the process of where I want to be, right? So I found myself blaming them. And I was like, no, don't blame them. Was I waking up early enough to get the job done? Was I putting 120% to get the job done? Did I learn more to get the job done? What have I done, to put myself in a better place? And then I started to realize, like, I'm comfortable. You're comfortable in your skin with the amount of money you're making in, and your family is all good. I'm comfortable with it. And then I was like, all right, there's going to be a disruptive in my life, all right? Because I owe myself a better version of me, and I owe myself a better lifestyle. So today is the day that I decided that, above everything, I have to choose Coach D. And that's really why. I came up with the word you owe yourself. You have to owe yourself in order to be successful in life.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And you even hit on it when you were like, there was going to be some disruptions. Yeah. And that's okay. And I also love how you said you allowed it. And I think that's true for my situation too. So I had mentioned, like, in my past relationship, me pursuing my personal endeavors was a challenge, but I allowed that. At the end of the day, nobody was stopping me from doing anything,
Exactly.
I allowed it until I didn't allow it anymore. And I think everybody owes themselves that type of accountability. Mm-hmm. It's never anybody else. It's always you.
Exactly. And that's why we got to stop blaming. He who says I'm a winner and he who says I'm a loser
are both right.
They both are right. Mm-hmm. All right. It depends on which path that you take. And I just chose to win. But, in order to win, I got to focus on what the end goal is for me,
But you know what, though? Being also that this is Financial Friday, I'm going to add a financial twist on this, too. I think it's important while we get money and we got all these bills asking for our money and we have holiday season around and you feel like you got to get everybody a gift, you owe yourself to save. I want to tread lightly by using that word save. Don't just sit the money away. There's things you should do with it. But what I'm trying to say is while you're out there paying Bill, Bob, and getting all these gifts, you owe it to yourself to put some money aside for you and the life that you want to live, as Coach D was saying.
Yeah, you got to create the life you want to live. My goal was always to go back home and what I'm saying. What I'm calling home is Naples, Florida, but live on Marco Island. That was always my goal. But because of life, right, I have allowed myself to settle. I've never wanted to live in the rack. That was the wife. My wife was like, this is fine for the family. But, man, my dad never raised me to think poor, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, my dad was Rich Dad, the one talking to me,
Yeah.
and the lifestyle that he created for us, it was never, like we had everything we wanted growing up. Like I tell my son all the time, it's like, I know I say you guys are spoiled, but honestly, man, I grew up probably more favorable than you guys did, right? Because my dad, if the new Emmett Smiths came out, I had 6 pairs. It was just me and Al. I had 6 pairs. At the age of 15, I had my learner's license, and my very first car, I don't know if you guys know it, but it's a Mazda 626. You know what I'm saying? And it was 1996. The car was a 1996. Right. So for me, I felt like I grew up a little bit, more favorable than some of my siblings that grew up on this side. But my dad set the bar so high to the point where when I came down here, it's like, all right, living in Pompano with my mom, hell no, that ain't happening. I'm finna go get my own spot. It had to be luxury. But then as life started kicking our asses, right, and things started coming and I had to settle and go get a corporate job, I felt like I limited myself. But that's my fault. That's my fault. So I owe myself now to get out of that situation and really create the life that I want to live. And if it ain't luxury, it ain't me.
I commend that because I seen that. And that makes sense. I think we all understand what a good family upbringing bring you, and that life changes your mindset. But you at some point you got to click back onto it and say, "What's mine is mine. Let me go get me."
I know that's right. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
I really related with what you said because I feel that way. My dad really exposed me to a lot of luxury, and maybe at certain points in time in my life, I felt apologetic for that or to even want that, But to your point, I'm not there anymore. I do feel like I owe it to myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then
it's life, right? Life, the change of event that take place in our life make us settle, and at time we like, man, it's too hard to get to the top. I always say, bro, it's lonely at the top, but it's too damn crowded in the bottom, and I prefer to be at the top.
I'm saying, listen, we all gonna learn and grow so we can all go together.
Yeah.
I've heard that it's lonely at the top, but it doesn't have to be. We just have to be more generous with what we know and share it with others. Each one reach one, each one teach one.
I love it.
Amazing.
All right, man. When we get back, we're gonna talk about Remy and Papoose.
Listen, you owe it to yourself to tune in, so don't go nowhere.
I'm evil because this beat right here is all about the news.
It's all about it, dude. You already know.
I saw you setting it up.
I love it.
Setting it up. Welcome back, y'all. We are back. We're the On the Way Up show. And if you missed our quote of the day, I think you really missed out on a lot of good inspiration. So make sure you check us out on the Way Up show on YouTube. But for right now, what you did run into is some juicy news, and Coach D got it for us.
Yes. All gloves are off. Remy Ma, Papoose, new girlfriend boxer Clarissa Shield. Man, it's been nothing but a triangle battle all day all day yesterday on social media. It is crazy. Remy's coming out with some punches. Remy doesn't want to give Papoose a divorce. She don't want to approve it. And now Papoose is willing to move forward with his new boo, who will eventually be the next women champion in boxing. But she also got a movie coming out that Papoose is actually trying to promote, and Remy's not allowing these people to, live their life in peace. She's still saying, hey, Papoose is married. Clarissa is coming back and saying, wait a minute, this is a woman that's, screaming out my name, but she should leave my name out of all of this because she has 2 boyfriends. And that comment got Remy going crazy yesterday on all social media platform, screaming at Papoose. She said, listen, how both of your phones dead, Papoose? You see me calling. You see the comments here on social media. All the years I've known you, both of your phones don't go dead at the same time, and you're not responding. So she's trying to get a response out of Papoose, but it seemed like Papoose set her up perfectly because Clarissa Shield came out and the one defending Papoose. You know, yesterday on Instagram, Remy said, "Hey, you know, when she heard my voice, she hurry up and quiet in the room while they was having a conversation, as if Clarissa was shook of Remy, right?" And Clarissa said, "Wait a minute, man. If you really want it, let's get in the ring." You know what I'm saying? Like, all this talking back and forth, you want to show you bad? Let's just get in the ring. Let's see who can throw them blows. And then Papoose finally responded, and he was like, "Yo, listen, all of this made up stories you're making up online, trying to portray me as the evil person. You the one who stepped out and went and go chill with somebody else." And he says, "And you saying you made my career?" He said, "Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Them bars, you forgot how many bars I donated to you?" You know, to me, it's a bad breakup in public, which should have kept privately in their home. And I think Papoose been trying to do that for the past year. But it seems like Remy is, man, she's a little out of control.
Yeah, I agree. I think Remy has unwound a little bit. I mean, but you know, here's the deal. Remy, she's like a few years behind, right? Even though she's been home free for almost 10 years, but you know, she got hot and she went and got extra sexy. You know, at some point, Pap has to step out and be a man. I think that's what I really want to say. I don't want to say he's not a man. It's very hard to do that because don't know his whole situation, why he's moving. Because they do have a kid together, and
yeah, they daughter, she's beautiful.
Yeah, so he really probably been taking a lot of stabs and bullets and haymakers coming from Remy because he wants to be a stellar dad. You know what I mean? You know, he probably trying to keep his Remy's face card clean because she doesn't really care about it like that.
He still is.
Right?
He still is. He actually not trying to go through all this with Remy.
Yeah, and,
not in public at least.
Yeah, and Remy probably, you know, the funny thing about the divorce thing, Remy probably don't want to divorce him right now because they probably had to figure out the legal ramifications.
Remy,
how the money gonna bust down.
Nah. Remy know the movie's coming out, bro.
Yeah,
and she know Papoose is invested in that movie.
Yeah.
She ain't stupid.
Yeah, and also
that's a money move.
And on the other side too, because you know, Remy came home to a check. Not saying Pap don't have a check, but Pap, his check didn't get as Remy made his check super big. So I look at it like unfortunately, once again, you know, stars have regular lives too, and these regular lives do fall out and end up be like how some other people's life fall out: ratchet, sad, misunderstood, and never a good ending. You know what I mean? So I hope they can work it out. I hope they can work it out amicably because at the end of the day, we don't want to see divorce go ugly because divorce can go ugly. I've been there, done that, and you know it doesn't feel good when it's bad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
just a bad breakup all around.
Yeah, I've been there. I had one of those.
Well, maybe that's why you sound like you're giving so much sound advice right now.
Yeah, because I probably was you know, probably was tight when it happened, and I probably moved a little weird. I know I did weird stuff. You know, not stalking stuff, but I've made lines harder because I wanted my victory. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely did things like that. You know, stood on business, which I could let that go.
Man,
you know
bro,
what I mean?
you a Scorpio, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
we could look. One thing I've learned
Don't
about
put
us.
that on Scorpios.
No, it's true. One thing I've
It's
learned.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm a Scorpio.
That's your truth.
You know,
that's your truth as a Scorpio.
I'm surrounded by Scorpios. One thing I've learned.
I'm surrounded by Scorpios.
You know,
That's what I'm trying to say. You can't speak for all of them.
Not
But we
all.
all
Not
tight
all.
though.
But here's what I'm gonna tell you: we could be the sweetest things in the world
Facts.
until you cross that line.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
I'm the sweetest dude. Like everybody in my family know, yo, he's cool as hell. He's peace as hell. But you don't want to see me pop off.
Yeah, that's me. Always been
Because
me.
when I pop off, then all gloves are off.
Yeah.
So are you trying to say if you were in a similar situation, that would be you online in public?
I wouldn't. See, that's the thing. I don't. Papoose wasn't online doing this stuff. This was all Remy, right?
But now he's online as well.
But that's because he went back and not turn her into a.
Would you identify with Remy then? Because you're saying you pop off. Like
No. So me personally, it's not about social media beef is for kids, right? I don't want to air nothing out, but like if you really gonna get dirty with me, I'm gonna get dirty with you. And we look, you gonna go low, I'm gonna go to hell. I'm gonna take it to hell.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. But then again, I
No, you said it right there. That's just you.
that's me. Look, you think you gonna come at me, you gonna go low. All right, cool, no problem. But just know, I'm gonna take that bitch to hell with red fire flame.
Yeah, I used to be like that. I used to be like
You know what I mean?
Star, I used to be like that too. In a way, like I would be, all right, I'm gonna suffer. No, we both gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna have, but how it's set up. If you set it up right, the women always wins. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but they always win because the level of
You speaking in regards to what?
divorce. A lot, 9 out of 10 times, the woman wins whatever she wants, she gets, and but kicking and screaming, you're gonna give it up. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to give it up, kicking and screaming. I ain't gonna just give it up. He wasn't gonna strong arm rob me. But
So you felt like the
You know
things
what?
that your ex was asking
Look.
for were inappropriate.
I felt that she shouldn't want it.
You actually gave up.
Yeah.
See, one thing I learned from my pops, never give up.
Yeah.
She get 1 lawyer, you get 3.
Yeah.
She get 2, you get 6.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what
Not
I'm
for the
saying?
person you
Like,
used to love down. Goodness. There's
it
no
ain't-
reason anymore.
It ain't nah. It's like, all right, she goes with a lawyer, you get 3 of them.
Yeah.
I've
know
never
what I'm
had
saying?
listen.
It's just that's just what it is.
okay.
Well, with me, I decided not to get it. Like I looked her in the face like, yo, you want these people in my business. You know what I mean? And but she felt like she needed it. But I ended up winning to a certain extent because at the end of the day, she didn't want the battle like that either. You know what I'm saying? So we went to our separate corners, and for a couple of years, and we were just on our separate corners. And on top of that, hit a bigger picture. I was kind of like, if you don't want to be here, like that's one thing we had in common. Like we don't want to be here, we don't have to be here. Like I'm not Papoose, or I'm not a lot of people. I'm not a lot of these guys who, well, I want to. When we were over, when the intimacy was over, it was over. I never was one of those guys where we gonna, just one more dinner and she gonna be good money, or the back and forths. I never was that guy with a back and forth. I never had a girlfriend that we left and we,
broke up, got back
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, spin the block.
Nah,
Yeah, I mean,
I never did
I ain't
that.
with that shit.
I never did. So that's inherently how I am. So I some parts I think Papoose doing the same thing. He's already feel like
He moved forward.
I'm not going back.
Right, he moved forward.
Right. So we don't got to but you're not gonna play me. I think we're, I'm gonna give you an example. Brad Pitt.
But okay, go ahead.
Brad Pitt
Mm-hmm.
and Angelina Jolie. They divorce is horrible. The kids don't like Brad Pitt no more.
Correct.
Like I wouldn't want that. So whatever's going on in that space, I wouldn't want that. I would at some point would give up. When the kids don't like me, I gotta stop.
Well, so that's a good point, and I think that's what kind of had me scratching my head, Coach D. Is you're saying when you made that comment, like if you want to go there, I'm gonna go to hell and back. I'm like, so there's no reason anymore. There's no thought about, the bystanders that are getting hit in the crossfire, like kids, family.
Again,
Even if it's not on public ground, everybody's impacted by divorce. Everybody's impacted by a relationship that was substantial if it's no longer there anymore.
It's how you go about things. That's how I reciprocate the energy that you putting out. You know what I'm saying? If we're going our separate way.
So you would never be like, let me rise above this for the kids?
No. Hell no. No. My kids will always have a father. That's
So
nah.
you hope.
If no,
If you're ready to go there, do you gotta be prepared for anything and everything,
you know
brother?
what I love about my kids? My oldest son, he's very quiet, but he's a tiger, and I love that about him. Like he's gonna tell you if, hey, pops, you were wrong on this one. Mom, you were wrong on this one.
Right, and if you go all the way off to the deep end,
if mom snap at me and she's out of pocket, I'm gonna give her one warning.
oh my God, we're not gonna set you up for this.
No, it's not. No.
It's okay, brother. You ain't gotta explain it.
My
Don't
wife knows
explain
me.
it. Don't
my wife
explain
knows
it.
me. My
Nah.
family knows me. My friends know me. Look, I give you warnings. One.
You
That's
sound
it.
abusive right
It's
now.
no, I don't put my hands on women. But if
But
you
you'll go there.
if you start, no, I wouldn't.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Chris
so
Brown.
that part, that's
No,
what
I
I'm trying to
wouldn't.
say.
But
You're
we're not
making it
talking
sound
about
like
violence
by
here.
any
We're
means
talking about like you want to play nasty in the courts with me. I can make your life hell. Here's how I know I can make your life hell. You're gonna walk in with one lawyer. I'm gonna walk in with 3. All right. You're gonna walk in with your checkbook. I'm gonna walk in with mines. All right. And I'm gonna show that I have absolutely nothing. You're probably gonna show you have a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find a way to make sure that I'm going to win, bruh.
I did that dumb
like,
shit. That's
period.
Like,
Like,
I ain't gonna hold. That's the dumb shit I did.
You know what I'm saying?
I walked in there one day like, yo, I don't got nothing. They're like, yo,
Look,
you got the car, the
'cause
BMW, the house.
That's exactly
I
what.
don't
Look,
got nothing
that's
on
what I always prepare my son. Like, if you ever,
Okay, but from wisdom from that, Blake, I mean, would you do it all again the same?
Nah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it again. Because at the end of the day-
Listen to the older man, young man.
I would
Respect your elders on this one.
Thank you.
I respect you, Black, but
you know,
that's Black.
No.
I'm different.
No. What I've learned doing that way, that I got my victory. I had my victory lap, but the lap
It was hollow.
It was hollow. It was quiet when I did it, and for me, I would rather it be more amicable and more understanding and more thing. But and I think we needed a like I needed to cut my arm off type vibes, because it only helped me really not be dependent on looking on that anymore. You know what? My whole fear in life started during that time would be one of them simps that come back and we spinning the block and we circling shit for years and now I'm hurt and I'm hurting you more.
Black,
and you're
Black.
hurting.
So you saw that somewhere in your life, and you're like, I don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be that guy.
Black. When it gets to a point where,
But
you know,
you're making it seem like it's an extreme, like it had to be that, or all heads going down.
You know why? Because I now we super dope, right? Now we super dope, right? Now, mind you, we don't talk about what happened. Like we don't talk about those dark days,
But why? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why does it need to get to that point? Look, if we are no longer, looking at each other as husband and wife anymore, it does not need to go down a dark road.
That sounded like some of the soundest thing I've heard you say so far.
But that's what I'm saying. But remember how I said it. If you take it low, I'm gonna take it to hell, right?
Yeah.
But if we're handling it like civilized people,
you know what happens? Lucky for you, you haven't been in that space, and I hope that never happens to you, because
my wife already know, man. I'm a monster for a reason. She knows that.
But because divorce is a kind of a dark space, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of inventory you have to take in yourself. The level of failure. How did it go wrong?
Right.
Did you see? You're sitting in there trying to reflect.
That's introspection.
A lot of introspection. Where did it go wrong? How far could I go back in time? Could I stop it then? All kind of shit. And then
Exactly.
And then there's a whole lot of that. And then moving forward, a lot of times when you've been with somebody so long, 17, 16 years, you don't really see. You don't know how. Even when y'all beefing. You never figure out what is it gonna be like with her not here or he not here, right? It's like death, right? You always say people are gonna pass away and all that, but then you never really prepared for the day that Bob is not here,
Correct.
and or Mom is not here, and you got to start the day with them not being here, and how do you really navigate, right? We all could say we could do it until it's done, and then you realize, damn, it's just hard, you know what I'm saying? So I felt. in my case, that a separation. Even my sister-in-law at the time, she was team Rich. Like, bruh, whatever that is over there, we ain't with that. My brother-in-law, whatever that is over there, we ain't with that. You with us. My mother-in-law, like whatever that is, and I had to say, I appreciate y'all. It's super lit, but I got cut from all of y'all.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I had to separate myself from all of that because that's a false positive. You know what I'm saying? For me anyway. For me, that's how my psyche set up. It would have been a false positive. It would have been weird, and I don't like weird. So me cutting it off all the way,
Right.
and everyone is. But now when we came back together, it's great because we coming together from this space. That dark space doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. But why does it? Why did it had to get to a dark place? It could have been handled very professionally.
Yeah, I know, but we were young, so we were evil.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Mean.
Like, I don't believe in bad breakups. Every woman that I've ever broke up with broke up with me, like we still like we cool. It's whatever. It's like I'm not gonna have a bad breakup with anybody, right?
Yeah, good.
And for me, with my current wife now, and if she ever wanted to do her thing, we good. We good money. And I mean that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But do it the right way. Do it the right way. Don't try to hurt me or portray me to be someone that I'm not and thinking that it's all Gucci, because it won't be.
But what happens, Coach, is that sometimes they don't know that they're hurting you or they playing you, because in their point of view is that they're doing them.
It's called communication. All right. If you feel a certain way, come and tell me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen, and then I'm gonna tell you what you've done wrong to hurt me as well.
But what happens is when we separating, I don't owe you that grace.
That's fine. Then that mean you taking your gloves off. All right, man. Let's get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in the ring and may the best man win.
You can't say that you don't. If you ever got in that situation, though, that would be the day that you would no longer be able to say, I didn't spin the block, I guess. Because even if you guys aren't coming back together for something amicable, you're still giving that person your energy, your time, and a whole lot of your thought process.
But that's the thing. That's one thing about me. You cross me, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, I got a brother of mine. Like, he can't even step a foot in my crib.
Don't do that. We're on the radio. Don't do that.
He knows that. He can't even he comes in front of the door, bro. I'm letting them dogs out.
Don't do that.
But that's just me. That's just me. Like, hey, bro, blood, water, whatever it is, bro. You cross me, bro. It's done, bro. You're dead to me. R.I.P., fam. Pour a little liquor on you, bro. That seriously. Like,
so. And I don't know what happened, and this could be a whole cultural conversation one day, because I understand that there could be certain lines that are crossed where you feel like you can no longer keep somebody in your circle, and that's fair, right? But why the extra energy about it?
It's no extra energy. It's no extra energy.
You had a whole lot of energy, brother.
The energy was, don't be around me. Like, don't come around me. I ain't gonna come around you. I'm gonna holler at my nephews and nieces. But you stay over there, and I'm going to stay over here. We good money.
Yeah.
All right? I see you. Whatever, man. People call me, J. Doc down. All right? Rest in peace, man. I'm going to send some flowers to your old lady. You know what I'm saying? But I don't take cross lightly, bro.
Level across, because
I'm saying I don't know what was done.
Yeah, it has. I'm assuming that cross is
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I'm hoping.
Of course, it's not. He didn't put the toilet seat down.
Right. We hope it was something real substantial, D.
Nah. Family. I stick by code. Family is family. It's everything. But
you said this is your brother, though.
Yeah, but once you cross. You ain't no family.
Again. We're gonna leave it here. Hope that. I agree with you. Cross.
We hope the transgression was very severe.
Yeah, it's not. This all I'm gonna say is it's not. You're not bringing a hammer to kill ants, right? The energy it meets the proper. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. You making
A mountain out of a molehill.
It was really a mountain infraction.
Absolutely.
And I'm with you on that. If it's a mountain infraction, I'm with you on that.
But you know what? I think, Black, you did hit on something, though. I think anytime you go through a loss, there's a grieving part. And a part of that grieving, the stage is anger. You're going to be angry. And this is very normal. And I think in knowing this, sometimes you do need to take your time apart so you can be introspective. You can reflect and put yourself, in a better position to deal with the other person.
Right.
So if you are going through a separation, before you pick up the hammer, just step aside. Go take a trip to Mexico or something.
Think about
you know what I'm saying?
Think about
Meditate. Take your 5 breaths in.
Think about it.
And 5 breaths out.
Yes.
All right, man. That's news.
That was the news.
That's news, man.
All right, man. We'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? We outside.
Good morning, America. Welcome back. We are the On the Way Up show, and this edition is called Culture Conversations. And in tradition, we're going to take our 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. Really? That's I hope you released a whole lot there.
A whole lot.
You had a whole lot going on earlier, so yeah, I can see that.
Rich was just reminiscing about past times.
Yeah.
Past times?
Yeah. I was
Right, had to exhale that out, huh?
You
know,
shout out to my wife. She's amazing.
You said shout out to your wife?
Ex-wife.
Oh, ex-wife. Okay.
She's amazing.
Right. In hindsight, you would. Well, hindsight is a lot, right?
No. Yeah, listen. She's a. I met, if anyone who's listening, they may think, it was beef and we're still beef and we, it's tight. No. Super dope lady. My wife is amazing. She helped me grow up, helped me see things better. And I was able to do better for myself, understanding, sometimes you just can't just be mean and ornery and difficult, because you could be by yourself, or you could just do it by yourself if you want to do it that way. And it's all good, super lit. But don't push me. I'm not a murderer. I'm not a killer.
I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting.
Oh no.
But anyway, you back.
What happened to walk away?
Yeah, no, we don't. You walk away. Yeah,
you can only walk away so much, bro, or turn the other cheek so much.
Well, no, if you walk away, you're not gonna come back around for it to happen again.
Yeah. But yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
But you know what I found out, man? If you make a culture of just walking away, sometimes guys gonna pull your B card.
Yeah.
That's not a B move.
On purpose.
That's not a B move, though.
No, it is a strong move, because if you know how you are, right? Sometimes walking away, because the people who talking crazy, they don't know that you will take them there, right?
Take it to that.
So sometimes walking away, because there's a lot of time you see guys should have walked away. Like, I've seen many bar fights where the guy talking mad crazy don't know the other guy is really a madman. Yeah. And the madman walks away.
I've seen it.
And because he or she walked away, saved that man like that man don't know. That man over still talking crazy. Yeah, I would have killed him. He don't know that man was gonna kill you, bro.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes walking away is a bigger move, and that's a stronger move sometimes. So
not sometimes. I think Star's right. It should. Most of the time, you should walk away, right? Mm-hmm. Because you never know, man. Your action can be a result of a horrible reaction, right? Mm-hmm. So you gotta be careful. Like, I was at a basketball game one time. I think I told you guys this story, man, and I lost my cool. Because
I remember.
Because the other coach, he was tripping on my son. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it was like, all right, bro, like I'm gonna allow you to do that one more time, and then after that, I'm gonna pop off. But
before you got there, why not just pull the man to the side?
I did. I did. I gave him a warning already. That was his only warning.
But okay.
And
I've heard people
and you
say
can
they've
actually
given
Google.
warnings.
You can Google that, right? Because it's Googleable. You know what I mean? And
what, your brawl?
Yeah, it's Googleable.
It's oh my God.
You know what I mean? And
it's what now? What you call it?
Googleable.
It's Googleable. And for me, it was more like, a respect thing, and I'm not gonna sit there and let no man disrespect my child, But what I learned from that is,
Do you still work with him?
work with who?
This coach.
Nah, I never worked with him.
Well, how did he have access to you and your kid?
It was during the game. It was an opposite. He was coaching the other team, and I was coaching my team at the time. So, as two men, I approached the table. I hollered at him. I'm like, yo, man, just do me a favor, man. Tell your homeboys or your team, play a little bit, like play basketball. This ain't street ball. You know what I mean? And he told me.
So it's not what the coach did, it's what one of his players on the field did? Or on the court? This is basketball?
Yeah, it's on the basketball. So, as a coach, I went to him and said, hey, listen, you see my dude went at your boy. He pushed him. I pulled him out the game. You know what I'm saying? Just to bring down the temper in the room. So I pulled my guy out the game. But your dude came right back and did the same thing, and you let him play. So as a coach, I called him to the table, with the referees, and I was like, yo, homie, man, you're going to start something that you don't, you won't know how to finish it. Number one, y'all from Weston. My whole team.
So, but you're trying to say they're fouling.
No, that wasn't foul. They were like technical fouls, right? And the referee already gave them a warning. So I went as coach to coach. We were talking, and I was like, yo, listen, man, just if this happens, just pull them out the game, just like I did. You ain't gonna tell me how to coach my team. All right, cool. So when it came down, my son scored a 3. My son looked at him and did this, right? You know how these kids, and he called my son out his name. You know what I'm saying? And my son is a hothead.
The other boy, not the coach.
No, the coach.
The coach
my son scored a 3, looked at the coach, and he did
and
this.
gave him the 3
right?
fingers.
Right.
Okay.
So, to me, that was disrespectful on my son's side. So I talked to my son about that.
That
like,
feels very normal, though. You playing a game, you hit a 3
it is.
That's
It is.
not disrespectful.
But
That's part of the
this
game.
is after he got fouled real hard, and he still scored and put it up. And he called my son like the B word. I'm like, yo, this a kid. All right. I went over there. I'm like, yo, bro, you out of line.
A grown man called your son?
Yeah,
that?
you out of line. What pissed me off is the
lot.
spit. Like I saw nothing but red. And my wife already told everybody, like, he ain't gonna stop. So y'all might as well call the entire Coral Springs Police Department because he's not gonna stop. And they already knew, like, I wasn't gonna stop. And I already told him, I said, bro, you can't even leave this parking lot. Because by the time the game was over, my brothers had the whole block locked. He wouldn't leave. And I told him that. I'm like, bro, you ain't leaving today. And I met that.
Okay, so in that story, if I heard you correctly, you said this grown man called your son out of his name, and then somehow spit got involved
during the whole altercation, the conversation on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to go pop off. You feel me? But people are holding you, and I think that's what makes you even more angrier is because everybody trying to hold you and stuff like that. Like, yo, chill out, just stay off me and let me handle this the right way. You know what I mean? But again, here's my lesson from that. It could have been handled completely different.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Completely different.
So hearing that story, I think people could understand how it did escalate to where it did. But now that you've lived through that, in hindsight, how could you have prevented that from happening?
Oh, very simple, man. I could have took that to the the AAU boards and get him expelled completely from for the season. I mean, I could have took the legal route with it, but at the time, you ain't thinking. I wasn't thinking. And every day I tell myself when I look at that video, I'm like, all right. That's not what I'm trying to teach my boys on the basketball court, like how to react. And I know it was an emotional reaction on my part, and it took a lot for me to stand in front of my entire organization to apologize to them as the director of the organization and apologize to my coaching staffs. But at the end of the day, man, I was being a dad first, and it wasn't even about the sport or being a coach. At that time, spitting to me is disgusting, and that's the worst thing that a human being can do to another. And I don't care where that spit landed, whether it didn't touch anybody or whatever. But for the fact that gesture was made, to me, it was very unprofessional. Once you are unprofessional, don't expect me to be professional. And at that time, that was my mindset. But when I think back about it, the way we reacted, and I called my family, and it was like, all right, I'll crazy brawl, right, and to be honest, I called my brothers and them off, like, man, let them go, and even though after I did that, the police still came and arrested me, and for the simple fact that I swung. But again, I should have never done that. I've learned my lesson, and I told my kids, like, the same thing, man. Sometimes you got to think first before you react, because your reaction, at the end of the day, can get you screwed up. Now, me personally, I have my insurance license. I could have lost that. I could have lost the opportunities of never being able to coach again. By the grace of God, now I got a great lawyer, and he was able to get me to walk away with that, with just anger management course. That was pretty much it. But I could have lost everything just for attacking, and it could have got worse, because then I got other people from the streets involved, where other kids was there. And when I think about it, it's like, okay, the monsters that I had out there is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So a kid could have got hurt that day, and that was my biggest fear. All right, and my biggest regret is knowing that other kids was there, and the kind of people that was around that I knew was out there was ready to pop off. They wouldn't care who was in the way at the time. So for me, it was very scary.
I love that you actually shared that in full story, because I think it's important for the listeners to hear that other side. I think that will face some challenges throughout our day or in our life that will call us to quote unquote get out of character, or show people another side of our character, But hopefully, if you guys are catching this show today, let us remind you that you always have something to lose, and you owe it to yourself to be, I call it the bigger person. I don't know what the better term should be.
No, you're absolutely right. Being a bigger person, it doesn't always mean that you are soft. The quote unquote street word, you're soft because you're walking away.
No, it just means you're valuable.
Absolutely.
You value your life. You value the people that are involved in your life, and you value the things that you have going on in your life. Like
Correct.
you said, it could have been a whole trickle down effect, and a lot of things could be impacted. And the truth is, we're all valuable. You guys, we're all valuable. Most likely, whatever the situation is, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, and especially when there's another way to resolve it. So don't think by walking away it's not going to get resolved. By walking away, you give yourself enough peace for that frontal cortex of your brain to start working again. Because when you get upset and angry, that part of your brain, the reasoning part of your brain, shuts down, and the primal parts light up. That's the fight or flight mode that'll step in. And that is not the only way you can solve a problem. Thank God we have the ability to reason, to problem solve, and to be a critical thinker. And if you allow yourself, that's why we do the 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. Just allow yourself a moment to really get into a space where you can think again. Surely you'll figure out another way to handle whatever altercation you might think you're in at the time. So what I wanted to share with everyone today is a 6-phase meditation that I do. I love doing this meditation because, especially in the beginning of my day, because it kind of helps set the tone. So here's one way to avoid altercations. Get in the right spirit and in the right energy. I'm telling you, when you are on high vibration energy, a lot of stuff can't even touch you. You're very resilient. You just shove it off. And if people even coming for you, it don't even bother you the same way. And it's funny how you can see immediately things will start working out in your favor in that regard. But I also love this meditation because it's not just a benefit as far as like easing out the nervous system, but it's been scientifically proven that the phases in this meditation can actually help you hack or just move quicker to some of the goals in your life. And so I really wanted to share this, especially since I know we are approaching the new year.
Yes.
And we're trying to reset, refocus. This meditation is something that you can do every single day, once a week, once a month. But every time I do it, it's been a high benefit to the point where I've gotten visions and I've lived out those visions. So I definitely wanted to share it with everyone. And there's even a forgiveness component in this meditation, which I feel like after this conversation is so fitting. So,
Right.
the first, just to break it down a little bit, the first phase that we're going to go through is all about just embodying love and compassion. When you can tap into that energy of just full on love and compassion, then you can really understand that you're more than just your physical body. You are an energetic being, and you're going to get into the right space to move forward for the rest of the meditation. The second phase is going to be gratitude. Science has proven that if you can just move into a stage of gratitude, it's so beneficial for your health, for your life, and it's contagious, you guys. Just like anger and stress is contagious, it actually goes off of your skin through osmosis. We all can feel when somebody is tight or going through something. The same is true for gratitude. When you are full of just high vibration, giving thanks, it becomes contagious, and other people, it'll actually lift other people's spirits and other people's energy. So this is a very important stage of the meditation. The third one, we're going to move into peace, into vision. I'll explain that in the meditation. And we're going to forgive. We're basically going to release and let go, because if you are holding something against somebody energetically, you're living with that. Just so you know, forgiveness is not about saying what the other person did was okay. Forgiveness is not about condoning the behavior, the action, or the experience. Forgiveness is all about releasing the energetic hold that that person, experience has on you. If you still talk about an experience and you feel yourself getting charged up, or you got tears welling up in your eyes, that person, place, or thing still has a hold on you. And if you really want to be set free and move forward in your full capacity, it's ideal to let that go. So we're going to do that as well in this meditation. And Coach D, you're going to help me out, right? You're going to put me a little background.
Uh-oh, I hear you. Ready?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, let's go, producer.
We're going to transition and now, if you are driving, I highly suggest that you do not close your eyes for this. But if you have an opportunity, if you're in a good, safe space, if you could actually close your eyes, get into a comfortable state of being. In fact, right now, I'm going to just affirm that everything from the top of your head now is just releasing and relaxing as I speak. Feeling the muscles just fully relaxed right now. Your shoulders are relaxing. Spine is fully relaxed. Legs fully relaxed. You feel your body getting heavy and fully open and relaxed right now. And for the first phase of this meditation, let's move into a state of love and compassion. Tap into a feeling or a time where you really felt love and compassion, and allow that feeling to fully take over your being. See this love and compassion all around you like an aura that is shining. Now push this aura, this energy all throughout your body. So now you are fully engulfed with love and compassion. Taking this love and compassion all throughout our body, we're going to push it even further out to the room, the space that you are in. Allowing love and compassion to fully engulf the space that you are in, we allow this energy to move out even further into your city, your home, your community. And now with all that love and compassion, we expand it out even further out into the world, to the universe, to the stars in the sky. We allow ourselves to fully vibrate at a full capacity of love and compassion. And now that we are in this space of love and compassion, I call everyone to think of 5 things that they are grateful for in their personal life. Call back a time that someone was nice to you, gave you a compliment, where things worked out. Did somebody love you today? Did somebody give you a hug today? Think of 5 things that you are grateful for. It could be breath in your body, mobility in your body. Has something worked out for you in your personal life? Call upon those memories right now and allow yourself to feel the gratitude that you had in those moments. Now, in that gratitude, I call everyone to recall 5 things that they are thankful for in their professional life. How are things working out for you professionally? Did you meet the right person? Were you able to get a project done on time? Remember 5 things that has gone well for you in your professional life and call upon the gratitude that you had in those moments. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And in that gratitude, it's okay if you just feel overwhelmed to say thank you. The whole idea is to embrace the gratitude that comes when things are going well in our life. And in this gratitude space, we're going to move forward and we're going to let go. Call upon any person, place, thing, or experience that's happened in your life. Allow it to come to your forefront of your mind like an image and see yourself forgiving that situation, that person. Feel that energy and just feel it washing away now. The anger, the hurt, the anxiety, the frustration, the fear. Release all of that now. And in this state of forgiveness, I want you to call yourself to the forefront of your mind. And I want you to hug and embrace yourself today and move into a state of forgiveness for anything you felt like you should have did, could have did, wish you had done, anything that has taken place, you've said, done in the past. Let it go now. Understanding that we are all doing the best that we can. We release and we let go. Forgiveness is easy. And we release it today. And now that we have fully let go of any anger, anxiety, or depression, and we are moving into our space of gratitude, love, and compassion, I call everyone to see themselves as themselves 3 years from now. Who are you? What are you doing? Use all of your senses. What are you hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling 3 years from now? I'm going to allow everyone a moment to fully embody that movie in their mind. And again, use all of your senses. Thank you. And now that you see yourself as yourself 3 years from now, simply give thanks for this revelation, knowing that it is so. And I call everyone to move back into the space of now and see how your day will move forward now. How should your day unfold now? See it unfolding perfectly in your favor. And as your day today is moving and unfolding in the image of your mind perfectly, I want you to seal that vision with a simple thanks. And now, as we move forward and slowly ease out of this meditation, I want you to call upon any higher power, ancestor, any person, place, or thing that has provided wellness to you, love to you, good favor to you, all protection, all good luck. I call all of that in today to engulf us in our visions today, knowing that when we step out today, we are fully engulfed in protection, peace, love, and goodwill. And with that, I end everyone with the blessing, knowing that we are all well, and say, so it is. And that is that. And you guys, thank you if you made it through the full meditation.
That was relaxing.
It's very relaxing, and it's something that I do on a daily basis. I encourage everyone to embrace it. It's called the 6-phase meditation. I did my own synopsis of it here just for the radio show, but if you're interested in actually having the full-on experience, it's by Vishen Lakhiani. He owns Mind Valley. He has several meditations you can tap into. And all of these meditations, again, are backed by science. So it's just not a spiritual practice or something that sounds good or feels good. By utilizing these meditations and allowing all 5 of your senses to get involved in the vision of your life and who you see yourself now and moving forward, you will find magic actually happen, and you'll actually experience these visions that you have. I have many testimonies from doing this meditation, and so I just wanted to share this with everyone today. And if nothing else, utilize the forgiveness piece. You know, we all sometimes think forgiveness is hard. I can't let go what they did to me. But it's not about what they did to you. It's about reclaiming the freedom and full access to the energy of your life. And if you are holding on to something, that is an energetic hold. That's an energetic hold, and you can free up that space today and utilize that space to move mountains in your own personal life. And I think with that, with that, I hope everyone has a blessed weekend, and I'll see everyone on Monday.
Monday?
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend?
That's what I'm saying. So enjoy your Saturday, your Sunday.
Ooh.
I'll be here on Monday.
Today's Friday the 13th.
I know, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow's my anniversary, the 14th.
Congratulations,
so,
my
yeah, man.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
19 years.
Nice.
19 years.
And
Well, hold on. Is it 19 years together or 19 years marriage?
No, 19 years together.
Together.
Yeah. We're approaching 2 decades next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's wonderful.
Now that's a good feeling.
Yeah, I say I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. Keep Black love alive.
Man, we're trying.
Word up.
We're trying.
All right, man. We'll see y'all Monday.
Wait. You got something going on this weekend, don't
I
you?
do.
Oh,
If
yeah.
y'all want to come check me on Sunday, I will be at I-9. We having an Afrobeats party. If you know me, I love the good vibes of Afrobeats, R&B. You know, a little bit of hip hop will be in there too. But overall, it's just gonna be a good vibe, a good feeling. And if you like to move and you need to shake something off the week, come see me. Again, I'm at I-9. Doors open up at 7. Ladies are in free before 9. And you know how we do it. It's always going to be a movie.
That's what's up, man. Rich, what you got going on this weekend?
Oh, man. This is I don't know. I think it's the first weekend I'm not filming. So I think I'm going to write.
Okay.
I think I'm going to write.
Keeping the brain focused.
Yeah. We're back at it 2 weeks.
That's so funny. It was almost like I actually don't have a lot on my agenda. What do I do with myself?
Yeah. I'm going to write.
That's what's up.
I love that you started off as a writer, right?
Yeah, I started writing first.
That's the first love, right?
It really is not.
Oh.
It's not.
I wrote because no one would give me nothing for me to do.
Oh, okay.
So I had created my own stories.
I love that.
So I can create my own story, then I can film my own stories. So I don't have to wait for anybody. But writing is hard. It's hard for me to write because I think too fast. I imagine too much, and as you learn how to write scripts for films, especially for the budgets we want to be on, we have to not think so elaborate. Like I can't think about helicopters and car chases and planes blowing up, and I gotta think of creative stuff that doesn't include too much expense, but it could look expensive.
Right.
That is challenging. Most people who write, they just write, don't care. They depend.
They don't think about what that's going to cost or the feasibility of that, right?
So I'm thinking about that all the time. So it changes how I write. So all my stuff has some kind of plot twist or some double
But you know
entendre.
what, Black? I'm gonna say you owe it to yourself to write out that script how you see it in
Yeah.
your mind's eye.
Oh, I have that.
and
I
I
have those.
affirm right now that the
I
right
have
people,
those.
places, and circumstances will
Yes.
line
Will
up.
make it happen.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
And I honestly think 2025 is going to be a big year.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
I know it
um,
is. I
for-
can feel it in my
for
spirit,
all of
in my
us.
bones,
Ooh,
in
you
my
know.
soul.
I know it.
So I think, Rich, bro, just be ready, man.
We ready.
Just be ready.
Oh,
know what I mean?
I'm ready. Trust me. you know, people be like, oh, I gotta get ready, bro. I am ready for war. You ready? You set me. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I practice at war level every day, so I'm ready to go.
I
That's
love
sweet.
that.
I
That
like
means
that.
that you're going to experience good luck. You
Yeah.
know, Oprah said luck is really preparation and opportunity meeting at the right time. And
Mhm.
that's what's going to happen for
Yeah.
you.
That's
man.
true. That's true.
Mhm.
Well, man, this weekend I ain't doing much, man. I got my wife. She's gonna be with me. We're going out to eat this weekend, and get ready for the Hot Boys the following weekend, man.
So is
Hot
the Hot
Boy.
Boys your anniversary thing?
Yeah,
Or?
I've always been a fan of the Hot Boys, and
Yo, Coach, I'm so sorry. I should took you last Sunday to live. Lil Wayne was there for Art Basel.
man, I've seen Wayne too many times in my
so
life.
it's- yeah.
Now, what's exciting about next weekend is finally seeing them back together
Okay.
Mhm.
after all these years.
yeah.
And my wife was like, "That nigga love the Hot Boys."
Yeah.
So she found tickets in
Oh,
Houston's,
okay.
and that's dope.
and we taking that trip next
That's
weekend.
dope.
Well, I know it's probably a secret, so I'm not going to ask you what you doing for the wifey. We'll hear about that after.
Oh man, she's so spoiled.
Yeah.
She's spoiled.
Good job, brother.
Yeah, she's spoiled.
All right. Well, I hope everyone's weekend is well. And like I said, I'll see you. If
Yeah.
you don't come out to hang with me on Sunday, I'll see you on Monday.